my gosh. Hey, I lost my screen. I can't find my screen anywhere. Shit. Like I'm still in the meeting, but I can't see. Gosh, can you let people, is there anybody in the, I don't know. And I don't hear, is Leanne playing? Forgot. Okay,
No,
I can't.
No, I will.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Sure.
Perfect. I can't find my screen.
I see you. I see this. The screen says we will begin shortly. It's, ooh, it's gonna be so fine. All those knobs you turn on time. It's like magic is working with you. All this energy you put out to do it. I can admit, people, I can click that button. I can write a letter or have some fun. 'Cause I ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Turn me around, no, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking. I'm marching to the freedom land. Ain't gonna let no policeman turn me down. Turn me around, oh, go on, turn me around. Ain't gonna let no policeman turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking. I'm marching to the freedom land. Ain't gonna let no fear and self-doubt turn me around. Turn me around, no, turn me around. Ain't gonna let fear and self-doubt turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, march on to the freedom land. Ain't gonna let no technology stand in my way, stand in my way. Now hear what I say. Ain't gonna let no technology stand in my way. We gonna keep on walking, keep on writing, keep on talking, keep on fighting. We ain't gonna let it go, no, no, no. Keep the energy up, so we gonna make it alright. Nothing gonna turn me down tonight. Turn me around, ain't gonna let nothing turn me around. Turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nothing, nothing, come on, turn me around. We gonna keep on marching, keep on writing, marching to the freedom land. Yeah, that's right. We came here to march on. Get your energy going and write those postcards. Get your friends on this live streaming Zocalo Zoom.
Yay,
Incredible
Leanne.
night tonight.
It is going to be an incredible night. I hope you've had a wonderful day there in Austin, Texas. We're coast to coast here. We've got Brandy in North Carolina. We've got Sue in Georgia. We've got Kari in San Diego. I'm up by the Bay Area. And there's folks filling in the map coming our way all over the place. And we're streaming live across every social media platform. Welcome to all the people who are watching via live stream. And we are so excited about this 2021 push to get everybody back engaged quickly, because there's no time to wait. And we are going to be doing a number of things that are going to help along those lines as we move forward in terms of organizing. One of them is we're going to continue with the Blue Squad app. And we're going to, I know that Leanne has been, has actually been featured on a Blue Squad video, and was the subject of, you know, it was the topic of how artists, musicians can benefit from such an app. And in any case, we'll get more on that as we move along for you over the course of this wonderful spring of 2021, where we have certainly turned a corner and there's a bit of sanity that we can sniff, although we have a long way to go, obviously. And with all of these voter suppression bills, that is obviously a concern for all of us. So I'm going to turn it over to Kari here, and then she's gonna talk a little bit about some of these actions that we're working on.
Hey, Scott, thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. We're excited to be back doing this. It's always such a wonderful, uplifting night or evening, wherever you are in the country right now. And we have a couple of initiatives to talk to you about. First of all, what we have accomplished. So we just finished writing for Karen Carter Peterson. She was running for Congress in Louisiana District 2. We were able to write a total of, how many did we write? We wrote a total of 17,786 postcards for Karen Carter Peterson. And although, unfortunately, we didn't get the outcome that we wanted, she was not voted in. Her counterpart, Tony Carter, who is also a Democrat, did take that seat. So Louisiana district area did stay blue. It's the only blue seat in Louisiana. We know that Karen is going to fight hard in her community. She knows there's a lot of work to be done, and she has already been talking with Tony on how they can collaborate and continue to carry on with Democrats and all the work they have to do in Louisiana. So, but kudos to everybody that wrote almost 18,000 postcards in a very short time. Very exciting to be part of that. So thank you so much for that. We are continuing to write to our senators and some targeted senators that haven't come out yet publicly on amending the filibuster to pass the For the People Act. Nothing that we want to accomplish in the form of criminal justice reform, most likely climate change, voting rights. None of those things can be done if the filibuster remains in place. We do have a majority with 51 Democratic seats in the Senate, but to stop the filibuster and pass legislation, it needs to be 60. Pretty positive that we can't find 10 Republicans that are willing to break ranks and support a law that will make it easier for people to vote. Particularly people of color and in poor communities. So we need to at least amend the filibuster, because voting is a constitutional right, and everybody should in the country, every citizen should be able to vote, and it should be easy. So we're writing for that, and thank you, Brandy, for putting that in there. So you can go request on this form, and you will be mailed the list of the senators and their email address, or their mailing addresses, and also their phone numbers. So if you want to call, especially your senator, even daily, if you want to call them, because this is so very important, tell them they need to pass the For the People Act, and that means amending the filibuster to do that. And so fill out the form. All the information will be mailed to you, including sample scripts. And so that is in the chat right now, and we'll make sure that we get that on our social media also. And you can go to envoysforhumanity.org/postcarding, and that will also get you the information after this chat. So after this event, so don't worry if you're not able to save that Google form, it's on our website also. We are also very excited to launch officially today. It's not even live on our website yet, so we have a separate way to get this information. We know with what's going on in the country right now, how important criminal justice reform is. There are too many people, overwhelming majority Black and brown men, that are sent to jail for either minor offenses, or many times they're innocent, and it just ruins their life to be in there because they're innocent. It's hard when they get out to find a job, to get employment, to so many things that are barriers after that. And so we are writing, we're partnering with Radical Hope Project, and we are writing letters to the parole board in Virginia to free Nathaniel Pierce. He spent 25 years in jail for a crime that he didn't commit. 10 witnesses came 2 decades later, came up and said, I lied. They have signed affidavits that they lied and put this innocent man in jail. He was released, but now he is back in jail for a parole violation for something that he didn't do. So he shouldn't have been on parole in the first place. And so we're writing to the parole board and just letting them know that we support Nathaniel. So thank you again, Brandy. That information's in the chat. Click on that. There's articles in there. There's videos to watch. Once you hear his story and hear what Radical Hope Project is doing, you're going to want to get involved. We give you a sample letter. And so it's very easy just to take a quick moment and write a letter and send it off to the parole board and help make a difference in this man's life. And we will actually hear from his wife, Nathaniel's wife, and people involved with the Radical Hope Project tonight between sets. And so we'll get even more information about this story, and you're going to be compelled to want to reach out to the parole board and help him. He's already been in jail for 18 months, again, on a parole violation for something that he was released for, which is crazy. So anyway, so I'm going to pass it back to Scott. He is going to introduce, first, so he's going to talk to our amazing artist and introduce her, and then we get to hear from Leanne again. So thank you guys so much. Check in the chat. If you have any questions, reach us in the chat and we'll get you started on all those writing initiatives. So thank you so much. Take it away, Scott.
Thank you, Kari. So yes, indeed, we have with us today our friend from Georgia that I referenced earlier, Sue Boardman. And Sue, let's see here. Let's get you spotlighted. There you are. How's it going, Sue? I think this time, yeah.
There we go. It's going great.
Excellent, excellent. And it's I see that you've already got a little action going there, and you are involved with intentional creativity and are a part of a really big movement in the intentional creativity space. And would you take a minute and tell us a bit about that? And you can touch on it again at halftime. And I see that you've got something going on your canvas already. I suspect that is part of it.
It is. Thank you. I'm a certified intentional creativity teacher and coach. The leader of our herd is a brilliant woman named Shiloh Sophia McLeod. And this is a worldwide organization of women painting things that matter. And our theory is that it's the intentions of the art that make the changes and not just the pretty picture. So we always start with an intention for a painting. And I decided we would let John Lewis choose the intention for tonight. I live in his neighborhood. So this says, good trouble up at the top. And then it says, we may not have chosen the time, but the time has chosen us.
Mm. Wow.
And now's a really good time to be good trouble.
That is so cool. I love that. The idea that I hadn't really put that together yet. How the intention is what is going to call to the viewer, not the pretty picture. That is that makes sense.
And various parts of this will show a little bit through the finished painting, but the energy of it will always be there. And then, well, I'll do that later. We take pictures as we go along so you can look back from your finished painting and see all of the layers of meaning that it went through to get there.
Wow.
Which is big fun.
Well, we will talk more as the evening goes along. We'll let you get started, and thank you so much for being a part of this. And we're so fortunate to have connected with you and to be collaborating with you as we move into these critical months ahead. So thank you so much, Sue. Well,
I'm delighted to be part of this, and as you all know, Georgia's a strange place to live at the moment. But it's good to know that I have all of you on our side too, and that helps a lot.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we'll talk with you again here in a little bit. We're going to get Leanne to do another tune for us, and then we're going to introduce another Georgia resident who lives in Nashville now. But for now, Leanne, our minister of music, who has been with us through thick and thin and setting the vibe. Take it away, Leanne.
Well, this is kind of an intentional song. See it and believe it, receive it. Love us. Don't you wanna come on and go with me? From this peaceful valley to the mountaintop where we can see. Oh, shining, 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 sparkle essence dancing through the clouds, dancing gloriously. Yeah. Come on, go with me. Ooh, yeah. If you want more love, give love. Want more peace, give peace. You want more joy, give joy. You want more dance, just a dance with me. Yeah. Or write, or draw, or sing with me. Yeah. Oh, the music. Yeah. Feel the rhythm of your heartbeats now, as your breath goes in and out on the ocean of time. Come on, lovers, friends and lovers, come on, everyone, sisters and brothers, come and go with me. Yeah. From this peaceful valley to the mountaintop, like MLK said, and see. If you want more love, give love. You want more peace, give peace. You want more joy, give joy. You got to give it all away. Because you are a mirror reflecting the light. All that you see, it comes from inside. Oh, yes, from inside. Let's create the world, the peace. Believe and receive it. You get what you give. Actualize to really live. If you want more love, give love. You want peace, give peace. You want art, give art. You want money, give money. You want freedom, give your freedom. Give your work, give your back. You want love, 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 love. Give joy. Hallelujah. As we gather here today, giving our time and our energy, we want to say more joy. Can I get an amen?
Amen. 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 In fact, can we get a reprise? Maybe we've got a couple more minutes here. And I don't even see Kyshona in the house here, but in any case, I think she's probably.
Honey. She'll be right here when the time is right. Listen.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Leanne.
Wake up the roosters. Bring on the dawn. You know what? We're ready to go, y'all. You got the art going on. You got your postcards ready. You got your pencils. You got your fancy pens. You got your big ideas and your dreams. Let's have some fun. Woo! We got something to crow about. Oh, yeah. Come on, perk up the coffee and raise up the shade. Don't bring me breakfast. We got it made. We got something, yeah, something to crow about. Yeah, we got something. It's oh so sweet. Before we could jump, we were swept off our feet. I don't know what it is. Can't figure it out, but baby, you know what? I got something on to crow about. I'm tired of teardrops and I'm bored with the blues. I'm changing my tune, I'm spreading the news. Got something, baby, yeah, to crow about. Yeah, we got something. It's so sweet. This energy and community, it's hard to beat. I don't know what it is, but I'm figuring it out. If we just stick together, baby, we'll sing and shout about it. Come on, drop what you're doing. We'll make it a day and kick up our heels to get carried away. We got something, yeah, something to crow about. Oh, yeah, we got something, ooh, really something to crow about. Yeah, baby, hear me sing and shout about his Zocalo, Zocalo Zoo. For humanity, y'all.
Yeah, it's so cool seeing you reflecting the beauty of the Austin magical springtime there, Leanne. I can see it in your face and your being, and as well as your spring embroidered blouse with the flowers. I think that are what I'm imagining those are embroidered, but
they are. Yes, it is. Old embroidery, and right here, like you were saying, Georgia is kind of a weird place to be in. Texas is a weird place to be in too. I get to be protected here in the heart of Austin, but just today we started early voting, and the lines are packed because I think mostly, it's hard to get a lot of voters out at the end of April and the beginning of May, but it's the homeless issue. They're trying to the conservatives are trying to reinstate the camping ban, and under the guise of whatever the guise is, but what will happen is everyone will be arrested and and is that going to help anything? Now, I don't know. We've got a big hard situation that we've got so many things we've got to do. So all we can do is do our best. And what can we do? We can vote. And if I have strong issues about the homeless, well, then maybe I can go do some volunteer work and feed the homeless and help out in whatever way I can. That's my 2 cents worth.
Yeah, I mean, I know you've been down in you always figure out creative things to do, and of course that's a lot of what we're about here is figuring out creative things to do to match our own kind of skill set, and so I know you were out serenading the lines of voters in November for early voting.
That's right. Well, but hey, that's going to be illegal soon, right? No water, no snacks, no food, no whatever, no early voting like it is right now. Late, and hey, see, it's late here, 7. They're still voting. Anyway, that's ridiculous to try and put those kind of barriers to our
most fundamental right.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just how dare they mess with that under the guise of something is wrong, when we all know damn well that out of 320 million people in this country, you're going to have 1 or 2 problems here and there, but I mean, they are so minimal. And even under Trump's own administration, his own guy said it was the safest election in a long time, and maybe forever, or whatever. And anyway, blah blah blah. We know the
Right.
story.
Yeah.
But hey, Leanne, you want to sing us one more there? I'm not exactly sure what's going on. We got a little bit of a wild card tonight here.
Well, wild cards happen. She might not have figured out the password. Who knows?
Yeah, I would think I would have heard from her, but let's I'm checking my back channels and
No problem. No problem. Let me give a little bit of music to the people. Okay?
Awesome.
I'm just hanging out, sweating it out down here in Austin, Texas.
What's the temperature like there today?
Well, it's really beautiful, but it's been threatening to rain. So it's like 80 degrees, 78, 79, 80 degrees. Perfect. Yeah. But it's real humid.
Yeah.
But, I just came back from the Dominican Republic. That was humid.
Yeah. Wow.
I got lured down there. I didn't realize it was so beautiful, but I didn't realize that COVID was so strong down there. But I've been vaccinated. I feel so creative. I shall sing as long as I live. I shall sing as long as I live. As long as I live, I shall sing. I shall sing as long as I live. As long as I live, I shall sing. I hope you'll sing that with me while you're writing away. Just practice it, because singing kind of shakes up our soul, gets our energy flowing as you're painting, drawing, cooking. Yeah, even though I'm old, I'm young, a little weak, but I'm strong. Old enough to know what's right, and young enough to dance all night. I shall sing as long as I live, as long as I live. Yes, I shall sing. Oh, I shall sing. Oh, as long as I live, as long as I live. Hey, baby, I shall sing. Ooh, in my day I've seen many faces, and I've been a whole lot of places. Too late to turn back now, and what, if I did, Jah would stop me somehow. Yes, I know I got places to go, and we all got so many things to do. If you think I'm gonna give it up now, as long as I live, I shall sing. As long as I live, as long as I live, hey, hey, I shall sing. I shall sing, oh, as long as I live, as long as I live, I shall sing, lingy dingy bang chicka linga ba boom ba ba di bidi doo, yeah. I shall sing, yeah. Oh, I thank God He made me to sing to the world. This message I bring. Sing in my heart, gone along, baby, that's all right to go. I don't care what they say or do, and they ain't gonna stop me, no way. Someday I will get my own pay. So long as I live, though, I shall sing. As long as I live, I shall sing, yes. As long as I live, oh, I'm never gonna let it stop. This passion in my heart, yeah, I know it'll never stop, no. I shall sing, spread it all around and love, 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 love. I shall sing, love, 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 love. I shall sing. I shall sing. I hope you were singing out there, dancing around, having some fun.
Yeah, definitely, Leanne. That was awesome, and as always. And is that a new one?
No. That's an old reggae song I just found, but what a fun song. I just kind of adapt it to my own thoughts and feelings. And I shall sing.
Exactly. Well, we do have an update.
You found her.
No, we found that she will not be here. She has had an emergency. Her mom has had a problem, and she has had to heed the call.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to
So,
hear that.
Yeah, so we will. Our thoughts are with Kyshona, and she actually had sent that message, and it had been buried in a thread of emails.
Oh, I hate those threads.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of one that doesn't come to the top of your email list.
I
So
know
it was
exactly.
That gets me all the time.
Yeah,
All the time.
what is it with that? I mean, how can it still be like that? I mean, there's got to be
Exactly. They should flip it. Newest on top.
exactly. I mean, that's a bug for sure.
Who can invent that out there? Who
Well,
can make that happen? Make a bunch of money, or maybe no money.
It's got to be an easy one. But anyway, here we are, and we know what to do with this kind of stuff. We've got tricks up our sleeve. If you've got a little more time, and we might also put on a guitar fill video with before we end. He just put out a new single this last weekend. I don't know if y'all saw it online, but it's called Black Bodies, and I think it might be a nice lead in here at about 5 minutes until.
That's a great idea. And you might want to play Kyshona's song, that you sent me.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's let us organize in the background here. If you can get us a few more minutes down there, get us another
gladly.
another 15 minutes down the road.
Okay. Well, I'm going to sing, since you're talking about Kyshona dealing with her mama. I've got a grandma song and I got a mama song. So of course we'd have all those songs. Let me play my song about my grandma. I may have played it for you before, but I grew up in, I didn't grow up here. I was born in Alabama, and my grandmother's house, we'd go every summer, of course. We'd have to go in the summertime. Because you see, my mama was the daughter of a very country store owner. He owned a local grocery store, and during the Depression, that was a very special job to have because you were needed. And my mother was the youngest of 4 beautiful girls, and this was her home where I would visit, my grandmother's house. Fireflies, blackberry cobbler, washing in grandma's well water. Twilight over Alabama. Feather beds, porch rocker, radio playing Loretta. I remember Alabama. Oh, when the evening falls in Alabama, the crickets and the whippoorwills gather, mosquitoes buzzing, me and my cousins, we laugh the day away and wait till morning, waking up to Alabama. Oh, but the sunrise over Alabama, you wake up to a whole lot of clamor. There's roosters crowing and cattle lowing, pots and pans on the stove rattling, singing out to Alabama. Well, Sunday comes and we're all frying chicken. There's linoleum throughout the whole kitchen. And Grandma, she cooked up a mess of greens just for me. well, the cotton fields and the country store. I guess my mama, she wanted more, so she packed the car, but I took my jar of fireflies, some blackberry cobbler, and memories of the well water. I remember Alabama. Yes, I remember sweet Alabama. Oh, yeah. I remember Alabama.
Wow, that's so intense, Leanne. Grandmoms, I can see it in your eyes. I mean, that just gets you right down in the solar plexus, huh?
Yes, it does. It really does, you know. I wrote that song when I was driving up to get my teacher's certification. Actually, not my teaching certification, but my math exit, because my math scores in college were not very good. So, because I was a music major, though it's kind of a natural fit, but no, I didn't do all that very well with statistics and stuff. But I wrote it just thinking of my grandma's house and the fireflies, and I saw my first firefly last night out and right here in Texas. How about that? That means it's here. It's here, and I'm barefoot now and in shorts all the time, and it seems like, you know, a memory kind of, doesn't it? The frozen winter and that long, long year and 3 months, or only 1 month. I don't know about you, but the time is really sped by in the slowest sort of ways. It's like the earth stood still and everything stopped, but it was still so beautiful. I know you might think that's kind of weird, but I think it was kind of special times to be able to be home so much and have so much more time.
Absolutely. It was, there were many silver linings. I think that, you know, a lot of lessons have been learned that needed to be learned. A lot of things were highlighted that needed to be highlighted. And so.
I'm still learning though. I'm so slow. I am so slow. I don't know if I played this for you last time, but if I did, I probably did a pretty terrible job of it, because I still can't read my writing. If you got time for one more.
No, we got time for plenty more.
Let me see if I can do this. And if I did play it, bear with me, children. It's a song about well, it's a kind of about COVID. The title is "If You Want to See Me in Nothing Else But a Mask, Just Ask." So, I know it sounds funny, but I kept getting these texts from a friend. And that was, you know, pretty much his pickup line, and it didn't work, but these are all texts from him. Let me see if I can find a good key, and if I can remember it. Let's see. Let's try this key. Listen. If you want a back rub in my big old hot tub, I'm your man. If you want a nice soak with some wine and a toke, I'm your man. We could do anything, but baby, just bring it to me, and you will see. If you want to see me in nothing else but a mask, just ask. I'm your man. If you need some attention, girl, did I mention I'm your man? Just hang out all day, sure we could play. I'm your man. You know I'm your friend through thick and thin. You're precious in every way. If you want to see me with nothing else but a mask, just ask. I'm your man. Oh, that's so silly, isn't it, y'all? It is very silly, but kind of an idea, isn't it? I did try to take a video of it and let him act it out. It's very rare and raw. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. I could rub on your feet. That would be sweet. I'm your man. I promise you, no, I'll leave this thing on. Oh, I'm your man. That ain't right, no. And I'll tell you, my friend, oh, it's so sweet. You're precious in every way. If you want to see me with nothing else but a mask, just ask. I'm your man. I've been dreaming about it. Baby, don't doubt it. I promise I'll keep it in place. Oh, I could rub on your feet. That would be sweet. We don't have to stay face to face. Oh, that's the right thing. Keep it on, baby. All the way on, I say. Cover your nose, would you please? It could all be so simple. Just answer this riddle. What takes a bath with a mask? If you want to see me in nothing else but a mask, just ask. I'm your man. Well, I'm your man, you know, I'm your man. Hang on a second. I'm your man. I want to tell you so much about being your man. You know, I just want you to know that it could all be so simple. Oh, if you want to stay over, I'll lend you my pillow. I'm your man. Oh, that's embarrassing. You can leave when you need. I won't cause a scene. I'm your man. Well, I'm the man that is needed to be pleasing you more and more every day. Yeah, if you want to see me in nothing else but a mask, just ask. I'm your man. Said if you want to see me in nothing else but a mask, just ask. I'm your man. I'm your man. I'm your man. Yeah. I got what you need. I'm your man. What you want, baby? I'm your man. Oh, ooh, oh, 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 ooh. Just keep it in place, would you please? Well, look at that art you just did so quickly. That's amazing.
It's coming along. Thank you.
Yes, it is. Wow. And I love how you're taking pictures of the process as you're in it so you can see evolution, you know?
Yeah. And it helps hold the energy of all the underlayers and stuff, which is very fun.
I love that idea because it's all important. Each step is important and crucial that we take in creation. Like they say, you know, it's not the journey. It's not the journey's end, but it's getting, you know, it's the process as we go along. Merrily we go along. Well, I do have the homeless on my mind. I don't know about in your city what's happened, but since there's no camping ban, they're just... I've been thinking about selling my house. Uncle Ari owns a secondhand store. Got piles of junk from the ceiling to the floor. A little bit of this and a whole lot of that, and a piano there to play. Stack it up and pull it right down. You know it, that gets better the third time around. Give me a big fat sack to carry my belongings, and I'll be on my way. Miracle Mary, she pushes her cart down the street. She's humbled and warm from her head down to her feet. She lives behind the building, beneath the concrete stairs. She don't waste a lot of time putting on airs. Use it up, throw it right down. Well, Mary picks it up when she makes it back around, spreading love in no particular direction. Ooh, baby, it's fine with me. Fine with me, spread around lovely all through town. Fine with me, see what we found. Love, 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 all around, yay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. La 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 la, la da la da da la da. And Horace Harris, he's part of the porch. There's long days, the flies just buzzing. Never much change in the typical conditions. All of this and still nothing. He'd say, I'm out of luck and I'm in a jam. And it's a bad example, but baby, here I am. Another heat-soaked day in the summer. Oh, baby, fine with me. Another heat-soaked day in the summer. Ooh, that's fine with me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Fine with me.
Yeah, that was a cool version of that.
I'm having fun doing it. You know, I'm trying different things, you know.
Yeah.
I'm getting easier. Things are getting mellower. I'm getting easier.
I mean it. I mean, that was, yeah, it's just the tempo there was really set well with, I think, with that tune.
Oh, cool. Very cool. I think.
But hey, Leanne, you can't sell your house until we get out there and have a big, and you show us how one of these backyard parties works.
Okay, well, Biden says by the 4th of July, we should all be able to do whatever we want, right? So I was thinking we'd have a 4th of July barn dance. Independence Day. We can watch the fireworks from here. It's a Sunday. It's hot as hell. It's the hot as hell 4th of Independence Day barn dance. That's what I'm intending. Of course, we don't know what's really going to happen because we never have known what's really going to happen. So with all the variants now, but I'm still going to put my intention into that happening because that is what President Biden says. And I'm going to support that. And I really want you to come out here. I want all of y'all to come out.
Yes, let's talk more about that. And well, I think we should just kind of continue along here for a few more and just kind of, just kind of ooch you along here and serenade us a bit more. I don't know about putting on a video. If you don't mind, I'd rather just hear you.
Oh, I want to see
More Leanne.
No, okay, well, let's compromise. I'll do one more song, then we get to see the video. We need to, because we want the video to go viral, right?
Okay, we want to help. Yeah, we want to help Guitar Phil for sure.
And if it's hard to figure out how to do it,
we'll get it.
Kari can help you. She helped me do it.
No, we'll work that part out.
Okay, I'm gonna play one more song.
One more song, and we'll throw it up there.
But you know what? I think we should do a more up-tempo song. A more up-tempo song. A singing and a shouter, right? We need a singing and shouter. Maybe. I don't know. No, I'm going where I was going. change of heart, y'all. It happened overnight. I finally let go and I gave up without a fight. Yeah, I'd held on so long and my grip was so tight. But I've had a change of heart, y'all. It happened overnight. I had a habit of hard looking love, it's true. It seemed like no my love, no, none of that poison could pull me through. I needed more and more and more and more to pull on through, yeah. Oh, but that, you know, that sick out crazy love make you bruise and use and confuse. Oh, I asked for water, you gave me more wine. All I needed was comfort and baby, but you took all of mine. And then I cried for your kisses. Won't you please make the hurt go away? Oh, but you turned the other cheek and you just got up and walked away. Yes, I had a change of heart. It happened overnight. And now I finally know between the wrong and the right. So in my life, I'll choose all the real love I can find. 'Cause I finally had a change of heart, yeah. Happened overnight, yeah. I said I've had a change of heart, and it happened. It's so easy. Just open up and say, please, Lord, yeah, change me now. I had a change of heart. It happened overnight. Yes, it did. Overnight. Ooh, yeah, now I only stand for what's true and what's right.
Yeah, well, that is beautiful.
Thank you so much. So glad to spend some time with y'all like this.
Yeah, well, we spent we were racking up some hours over the last 5 or 6 months. I wonder. I think our first time we worked together must have been around September, I think, or was it August? Anyway, we've been.
I don't know. It was a long time ago. Remember, time stood still for me. I don't know. I'd have to count them. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April.
Half a year.
That's a half a year. A big, strong half a year.
Strong half a year. It seems like we've known each other forever, though.
It does. It really does. Maybe that's how we're all here together today. That we're all pulled together to give this energy to pull on through and to write those postcards. Let's see some of those postcards y'all got going on out there.
You know, now this initiative that we're working on now, you know, writing to senators and then picking up with some of this criminal injustice that's so it's not even, it's just injustice to people. It's not even, taking people that shouldn't even be criminalizing the innocent is what we're going after next. And there's way too much of that going on out there. And we're happy to write some letters for Nathaniel. We're going to learn more about that here pretty soon.
Yeah, writing letters. These postcards are incredible. There's a lot to write on, a lot to stand up for on a postcard.
Yeah. Well, hey, you guys, let's take a minute here before we blast off into our little halftime talk with Sean Jackson Pierce, who is Nathaniel Pierce's wife, who's here to speak with us, and also with Chris True, who's one of the co-founders of the Radical Hope Project. And let's take a little look at a video here by our friend Guitar Phil, who just released. Phil has been with us a couple of times on this event, and he has also he's going to be back, and he's also working on an album with Latasha Brown, who Latasha has been with us as well, and she's co-founder of Black Voters Matter. And anyway, so that's that project is coming out soon. And for now, we're going to look at a video Phil did, a solo project that he's working on, and this single goes with it, called Black Bodies. And it is powerful, and it is quintessential Guitar Phil too. And it's and this is available on all your various platforms for buying your music. So if y'all would spend $1 to pick up this single from Guitar Phil, I know he would appreciate the love and support. And let's see if I can bring this up here without making too much of a mess out of this. Kari's usually the one that does this, but I'm going to try it here on my single screen. Whoops. Was that audible?
No, we can't hear anything. I'm trying to look it up real quick if you want me to do it.
Yeah, you're going to have to go to his the reason I'm having trouble is because it's only available to my knowledge on his social media on Twitter, and it doesn't go to YouTube. So if you go to Guitar Phil on Twitter.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and share this video. So it's on his, and I'll drop the link in the chat too, so you're able to download it. This one is on his Facebook page, and so it's so very powerful, and he is such a talent. I could listen to him all day. And this is just such a powerful message mixed in with the amazing talent, musical talent that he has. So let me share that with you guys. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Guitar Phil.
Nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. Policeman on my neck, trying to take my dying breath. Justice system extra blind, especially when y'all can't see mine. All life matters, so you say, but you kill me anyway. I heard Jim Crow's dead and gone, but what did I see on my phone? I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. So break these shackles off of me. We're gonna protest till we're free. We're the generations, we're the ones marching to the beat of freedom's drum. We've been overcoming, but y'all steady running. Systematic games to keep us underfunded. 400 years and we had enough. Get ready 'cause we're rising up. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party. I don't want nobody that's killing black bodies, telling everybody that's how we gonna party.
so very extremely powerful. So I'm trying to get it to actually link. He has a link tree. But that was, like I said, on his, for some reason it's not linking. So if you copy and paste what I just put in, if you put that in his, hold on one sec. Okay. So if you copy and paste that link tree that I put in the chat, that should work. I'm going to try to get an actual link that works. For some reason, it's not making it a live link that you can click on from the chat. But please, yes, download, go to his Facebook page, go to his Twitter page, and make sure that you share on social media. It's such an important one. It's also such a powerful video too. And what we need more is creativity like this, and messages that Leanne has been putting on throughout the night, to be able to reach different people's trains of thought. Some people want statistics, some people want effects by personal stories, some people are affected by creativity and art and music. And this is such an important thing that we need to fix, the social injustice. I like that word that Scott was using. And so please, if you can, support Guitar Phil and his new music that just came out. And so on that note, Scott, I'll pass it back to you. This is kind of a great segue into our guest speakers that I'm really happy to hear about.
Before we do that, Kari, let's take a couple of minutes and just chat with Sue here before we launch that.
Oh yeah, yes. So Sue, how is it going over there? I'm gonna spotlight you.
It's going really well.
Oh, yeah.
This is not going to be finished tonight because there's the matter of waiting for paint to dry, which I haven't figured out a way to speed up yet. But we have the beginnings of Congressman John Lewis. And then this part down here, can you see the little dotted people?
You might need to bring your camera down just a little bit, like tilt it, because we can't see the bottom.
There we go. Good job. Okay. See down here, I'm just making little dots. And in intentional creativity, we have a tradition, perfect, called either prayer dots or dots of intention, depending on your perspective. And you were just talking about reaching people in their different processing systems. This is a way to pray or speak intentions or good wishes with all of our major processing systems. So when we make the dot, you say the word in your head, like in this case, justice or peace or supper or whatever. So you say the word, and that connects your auditory digital processing. You see the dot, which is visual, and you're moving your hand to make it happen, which is kinesthetic, which basically means that we are intending or praying whatever we're working on with our whole being, instead of just going la-di-da-di-da, they made me memorize this when I was 6, or whatever the situation might be for each of us. But eventually we'll have prayer dot people like all the way up to about here on both sides. It just takes a little while to get them done. And then at some point up in that top corner, there's going to be a very loosely representative sketch of part of the Capitol building in DC.
Yes. Okay.
And some
wow, that's just incredible. And so do you usually come in with, like, did you know this was what you were going to be painting, or did we kind of have more of a discussion and then it came out about more? Or
Scott and I had a discussion about painting something for this event. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about, writing postcards for basically what's the John Lewis voter laws. Right. And it's like, well, let's paint John Lewis.
Yeah.
And all the people who are being affected by problems with the voter laws are these people down here. Mm-hmm. And where I live in Atlanta, I live in Congressman Hank Johnson's district. The next district over from me, where I went to seminary, was Congressman Lewis's district, and is now Nikema Williams' district. And then the one on the other side is Lucy McBath's district. And if you run across any of these names, these are all people we can count on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, even though I did live in this district when I was in school, but he's just, I mean, he was part of my life for like 30 years because this is my neighborhood.
Yeah, and so many people even around the country and really the entire world mourned his passing, and such a staple and such a hero of the civil rights era that we are still dealing with today. You know, there's always been this kind of discussion or argument of well, look where we were and look where we are now. That's progress. But what's not progress is the statements that were made in the mid 60s are still pertinent today. I saw on Facebook, there was a sign that said, police need to stop killing us or something. And it was 55 years old, that picture that was taken.
Exactly.
And so that is not okay. And
I remember when Dr. King was killed.
Yeah.
I was about 8 or 9 years old.
Wow. Yeah.
And we lived in the Chicago suburb. And my school class was supposed to get on the school bus and go into downtown Chicago to go to the Museum of Science and Industry. And they canceled the field trip because the National Guard was camped out on the museum grounds. And somebody decided that a school bus full of little white suburban kids might not be the best idea at the moment.
That's crazy.
And now, I don't know if y'all are aware of this or not. Senator Raphael Warnock, who was just elected in Georgia, is also the pastor at Ebenezer Baptist Church, which was Dr. King's church and was also Congressman Lewis's church. Raphael Warnock is Lewis's pastor.
That's right. Yeah.
And, you know, it's just, I guess we all get to the point where it doesn't become us and them.
Mm-hmm.
It's us and us.
Right. And that's what we're trying to do. Thank you so much, Sue, for sharing with us, along with your beautiful art, but the stories behind it. Because like you were saying, you just got to kind of reach out and touch people and inspire people in different ways, in different modalities, which includes personal stories. So thank you so much for sharing. And we still have more. We're going to continue to see what you work on with this after our set break. We'll have more musicians and then we'll get to watch you as you create art. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it along to Scott now, so he can introduce our speakers. Hi, there's Chris.
Yes,
so go ahead, Scott.
Indeed. Well,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sue, so much.
Great work, Sue. And we have with us now Chris True, one of the three co-founders of the Radical Hope Project. And Chris, we were so delighted that you came to us with this project. Want to tell us a little bit about it?
So first off, thank you so much for having us on. I would be completely underselling everything we do if I didn't highlight Kelly. Kelly is also here on here with us. She is the literal brains of the operation. Hey Phaedra. Now I know I saw a lot of faces. I know I was like, oh great, because I don't get to see you guys anymore. And by see you guys, I mean you guys don't listen to me whine on a podcast anymore. But again, switching back over to Kelly. Kelly's really the brains behind the operation. It was her idea, and she came to me, and we had read Just Mercy around the same time, and she said, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And I said, "Yes, absolutely, let's do it." And she's been really the force behind it, so I'm going to let her talk about it.
Excellent, excellent. Well, let's see here, Kelly. Let's fish you out of the list here, and I know we have Sean with us.
Sean is also here. I'm going to introduce her in just 1 second.
All right.
I just wanted Kelly to answer she's so much brighter than I am.
Well, you guys are an amazing team, and we love working with you, and so happy to have you here. Kelly, how's it going? I think
There you go.
maybe
I was
there
muted.
you go.
Sorry. Hi.
Classic. Hey,
Hi, everybody. So I'm Kelly. I'm one of the co-founders of the Radical Hope Project. We now have 5 board members, but we have 3 co-founders, me, Chris, and Jess Strass, who's on here as well. And I just wanted to say hello and answer any questions anybody has. That's about it for me. Thank you so much for having us on. I think Chris is going to go ahead and introduce Sean and go ahead with everything.
Absolutely.
very cool.
So a few weeks ago, Sean and I worked together, and we were having a conversation, and she told me her story, and I had to find a way to help any way that I could, and I can't put it any better than she can. Every time she tells me the story of her and Nathaniel and how their lives played out, it gives me goosebumps. So I'm gonna let her tell it. So, Sean,
hi everybody. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, my name is Sean. I'm the wife of Nathaniel Pierce. Where can I start? In 1994, me and Nathaniel used to date for a little while, and then we broke up. After the time that we broke up, he got incarcerated. I didn't know what was going on or what is what. I was just like, I'm glad I dodged that bullet. He tried to contact me a couple of times while he was incarcerated, but I kind of like blew him off. He every time he tried to contact me, he always told me he loved me, and he will always love me. Let's fast forward back to 2018. In 2018, mind you, he got incarcerated for murder that he didn't commit. Him, his brother, and a family friend. They all got like life. But every day that Nathaniel was in jail for 25 years, he wrote a letter to somebody for 25 years until somebody heard his voice, which was, she no longer works there now, but she was from WTKR Channel 3. Her name was Brianna Berry. She was a news anchor. She heard his story. She answered one of his letters because he just kept writing and writing and writing. And she went to go see him. And they found out that during the time, 10 people told the police that Nathaniel, his brother, and his childhood friend did it. 10 people. Come to find out that these 10 people all lied. The police paid some of them off. One of them, they told the grandmama that they was going to take her grandkids away from her. Just a whole bunch of mess. So those 10 people came back and recanted their stories and said that they lied. The parole board found enough evidence that they didn't commit this crime, and one by one, they got out. Nathaniel got out December 6, 2018. I seen the news, about him, and I was like, I'm happy he out. Somebody that I was watching, one of my friends that I was watching the news with said, oh, he coming back for you. I was like, it's been 20-something years. This man ain't thinking about me. So, like I said, he got out December 6th but I didn't see it until the next day. On New Year's Eve, he Facebooked me. So when I got up the next morning, I seen it. As soon as I pressed accept, he was calling me on Facebook, So, we was talking, and he told me, he was like, oh my gosh, Sean, I'm just so glad I found you and you answered my text. I've been in love with you for the last 25 years. And, just all this I thought was bullshit, but come to find out it wasn't. I was like, ain't no way in the world somebody gonna love me for 25 years and come back for me, So we started talking and talking and talking, and some of his friends that he was locked up with used to call him. So he'd be like, "Hey, man, tell him who I used to stand in the door and wait for letters from." They said Sean. He used to stand when the mail came and waited for a letter from me. I had no idea about none of this. He kept asking his mom, has he seen me? He did keep kind of tabs on me while he was incarcerated. I don't know how he did it, but he always knew where I lived at. If he didn't know where I lived at, he knew where my mama lived at, and I was like, oh my God, So eventually, we started dating again. And, every day until this day, I know this man tells me 20 times he loves me, and during that time, because I had some broken relationships and stuff, I was like, me? You love me? I just couldn't understand how somebody can love me that much, you know. Um, So, he found it. It was hard for him to find a job. So he finally found a job. We got married 6 months after he got out. We got married July 24th, 2019 at his brother's church. It was like nobody there because it was so small. But anyway, he was working at Mott's Pizza. I took this man to so many interviews. I mean, and he told them his story that he was wrongfully convicted, and they'd be like, "Oh, don't worry about that," but they never called him back. They never called him back. So a friend helped him get a job with Mott's Pizza. So he was working at the Mott's Pizza in Suffolk, Virginia, but they started cutting his hours. So he felt like, and I told him, I said, Nathaniel, I don't care where you work at. You can work at McDonald's, as long as you have a job. I know it's hard for you right now because he hasn't been exonerated yet. I don't know what's taking him so long, but Benjamin Crump, I'm quite sure y'all all know that name. And he has his case. So like I said, I told him, I don't care where you work, as long as you work, just do the right thing. Things will fall into place, when you do the right thing. So he had a little relapse, which he did drugs. And it was one time, and that one time got him in trouble. He had a car accident. Somebody hit him in the back. In turn, he hit somebody, and that car knocked the pole down. Well, he said somebody was shooting at him, and he got out the car because the car sped off after they hit him to try to at least get the license plates, which he didn't. During that time, I guess somebody had called the police. So they seen Nathaniel down the street, and they rolled up on him like, "Hey, bud, you okay?" He was bleeding from the mouth and everything. So he was trying to tell them that he was trying to get the license plate from the car. So she didn't pay him no mind. So he went to try to still go look for it. So they tackled him, handcuffed him, and all that kind of stuff. Now, this is his story. He telling me. He said after they handcuffed him, and I have some evidence of his truth. They threw him on a car, and they called his name in. They found out who he was, Nathaniel Pierce, and he said they threw him on the ground, put their feet on his neck. I mean, was just beating him. He said they beat the shit out of me, So I guess he got tased at some time, but I don't know what time. Was he handcuffed during the time? I don't know. But he has the marks on his leg that when he got tased, but they didn't put that in the report. So they took him to the hospital. Da 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 da. The lady went the path. She said she went the path that he took and found some drugs. Now, they was not Nathaniel's drugs. The area that he was in is known for gun violence, drugs, all that kind of stuff. So they took him, and then they took him to the hospital. He told them that his shoulder was hurting. They just gave him a sling and just sent him on to jail. They bandaged his face up. They had dug his face so much in the gravel that like a couple of weeks later, a rock came out of it. Came out the face. So they charged him with 2 assaults on a police officer because they said that he kicked them. Of course, DUI, but even though he blew 3 zeros, but he had the drugs in his system. And a couple of more other charges, possession with intent to distribute or something like that. But that stuff got knocked down because the 9/10 of the law, you have to find the drugs on a person to accuse them of it. But anyway, they dropped some of the charges. Now, he stayed in jail for 4 months, from January 8th to April 22nd. When he went to traffic court, the judge was like, I know you're not no drug dealer, you know, you just having a rough time right now, but if you find, you know, a facility for your habit, you know, we can let you out, which I did. I found this place in Virginia Beach called New Life, and he went there, you know, well, during that time, it was COVID time. So he went to all the meetings on Zoom. I had to take him over there like every other Saturday for drug tests. Excuse me, that's my dog.
No worries.
Somebody must be at the door. He had a drug test, passed it, flying colors. He completed the program August 1st of 2020. So, like I said, they non-processed a couple of his charges, which he didn't know. They picked him back up, and he got violated for parole. So they locked him back up in September 24th, 2000. And he's been in jail ever since. I got all the files from his lawyer's office. He had a court appointed lawyer, so you know they're not going to do too much, because you know they overworked and underpaid. But he kept telling Nathaniel, don't worry about it, you know, you're going to get out, this, that, and the third. Well, in the preliminary hearing in October, the 2 officers, when the lawyer asked them, did Nathaniel, because you know they said that he kicked them, do you think Nathaniel intentionally kicked you? And they was like, no, you know, I don't think it was intentional, but they still charged him with it. So the judge found him guilty of everything. So he had to do like 3 more months. 2 weeks before he was supposed to get out, he was supposed to have got out at April 4th, 2021. The parole board sent him a letter saying that they revoked his parole. But his thing and my thing is, how you going to revoke his parole? And it's a crime that he didn't even commit. You know, y'all found enough evidence to let him out, but now you're holding him in there for a crime that he didn't commit. So basically, he's in there now on a parole violation for a crime that he didn't commit. Like I said, I got all the files. Chris went through some of them. I went through some of them and found some inconsistencies of what the police officer said. And it's just, I've been trying to get in contact with his lawyer. His lawyer won't return my phone calls back. I have called numerous lawyers, but it's something about parole and probation, because they demolished parole like a year after Nathaniel got locked up. So a lot of lawyers don't know what to do. like find somebody, you got to find somebody that knows about this, somebody old school and this, that, and the third. But I've been trying and I've been trying and I've been trying, and nobody would really take his case. His lawyer did put in an appeal for the charges to get dropped to a resisting arrest instead of an assault. Okay, get it up for me. So, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. So
that's okay. I want to introduce myself. My name's Scott, and we are so glad that Chris brought you into our circle here with Envoys for Humanity, and we're so happy to be involved with getting these letters written to the parole board. And it was such a raw deal in every way. The fact that, as you say, how can you be on parole for something that you didn't do? And
Exactly.
furthermore, once you did that, you deserve some intense compensation, reparations, some help from the state on a number of levels. So the whole thing just stinks to high heavens, and we're going to do everything that we can from here to get behind you and to broaden your support base. And I know that that you're, I'm so happy that you're friends with Chris and working with Kelly and Jess on this. So we're going to get these letters going, and thank you so much for coming in and telling your story. You're invited to come back anytime you want and talk with us again. And you're just so graceful about opening up your heart to us with this difficult story, and everybody understands that there's the only people that have any explaining to do is the state, and
right.
it's not Nathaniel or you that should be having to do the explaining. It's the state, and so we're going to write these letters. And we're going to work with y'all. And again, thank you so much for coming in here.
I appreciate it.
Anything you'd like to say in parting?
I just want to thank all of you all for listening to my love tragedy story. I'm hoping to have a happy ending soon, because it's almost like we was only married for 5 months before he got locked up, and this man, he's my soulmate, and I know he is. I can feel it, and I just want him home. I just want him home.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Hang in there, and we feel so bad for him being in there. We know that he's having a hard time. Chris, we're running a little over with this segment. Would you like to close with just a comment or two?
Oh, I was just going to thank you guys for having us on, and thank you for the support. Yeah. Nathaniel absolutely needs it, and we need any support we can get down here to get him out. He's in on a parole violation for a crime that he doesn't commit. And I know we've said this 3 or 4 times, but it's just beyond fucked up that that's a thing that exists. And again, thank you so much, and have a great night.
Right on. Well, we will, and y'all, it is so humbling to be with you here, Sean, and all you're going through. So thanks again, and thank you to Radical Hope Project for all that you're doing. And with that being said, you guys, we're going to turn it over to a guy that really is in a lot of ways responsible for the success that we've had and merging artistry and action together, because he had faith in us to jump in and do this as a performing art, as an artist, as a musician, before we really had a track record, and he trusted us. And that's Kevin Russell, aka Shinyribs.
What's up, Scott?
Hey, buddy. Oh man. And you got a little bit, you have, out of everybody online on doing the Zoom thing, you have got it dialed with respect to not only just how to project yourself, but the set is always critical.
I was going for the old Johnny Carson, curtain look is what I was going for.
I love it.
Yeah,
And I will proudly be your Ed McMahon any day.
Yes. Yes.
If I could only remember a couple of his lines.
Oh man. Well, that's a heartbreaking story. I'm sorry for Sean, and I hope the best for her and Nathaniel. It's a love story. I didn't know
It is a love story. It is.
It sort of took me aback, and I got a little teared up there.
Well, we all did, and
Yeah.
and we're all on this journey together, and we're so happy that we're on this journey with you. As I say, you have such a special place in our hearts as this organization for believing in us before we had much of a track record. So
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna shut up and let you. This is the 33rd one of these that we've done.
Wow.
And we've probably, I don't know how many dozen, world-class musicians that we have hosted. We've got
Yeah.
Jesse Scott, who is also a part of the team, as you know, and
Yeah.
and so we really. But with all that being said, for me, it's not just the sentimentality of that first go round with you, but it's what you do and how you do it. So I can't wait to get to Austin and experience this live with you and your whole band and the whole nine yards.
Oh, it'll be great, man. And congratulations. I mean, I'm sure it was part of y'all's actions that brought us Georgia, man.
Well, you never know. It was a slim margin, and we did
It was a slim margin. Every little bit helps. I think so.
True, and we kind of figured that from the get-go. So, well, thanks again for believing in us, and we're just ready to enjoy what you do.
Yeah. All right, man. Oh man, gosh. What's up, postcarders? Keep writing, keep doing what you're doing. This is for all my friends out there, all my human friends. Some of my best friends are human. It's good to be human. It's good to be human. When humans are human too. It's good to be human. Being human with you. It's good to be upright tonight. Oh, taking in the groove. It's good to be human, being human with you. It's good to be me, oh, being what is true. It's good to be human, being human with you. I don't wanna set the world on fire, but baby, I'm full of desire. I don't wanna spend the rest of my days walking around in a haze. It's good to be human. Humans are human too. Good to be human, being human with you. It's good to be human. Being a human with you. It's good to be human, being a human with you. It's good to be human, being a human with you. It's good to be human. Lord, it's good to be human. Being a human with you. I was just down at Don's Depot last night. Don's Depot here in Austin, Texas, my favorite bar. It's a dream come true that I've been able to play there every Monday night for the last couple of weeks since they opened. I did this song. It's a great dance song. Wasted days and wasted nights I have left for you behind. For you don't belong to me. Your heart belongs to someone else. Why should I keep loving you when I know that you're not true? And why should I call your name when you're to blame for making me blue? Don't you remember the day that you went away and left me? I was so lonely, crying for you only, my love. Why should I keep loving you when I know that you're not true? And why should I call your name when you're to blame for making me blue? Don't you remember the day that you went away and left me? I was so lonely, crying for you only, my love. Why should I keep loving you when I know that you're not true? And why should I call your name when you're to blame for making me blue? Oh, the late great Freddie Fender, ladies and gentlemen, the late great Freddie Fender. There's a song about all the states of the lower 48. When I call your state, jump up and shout. Let them know what it's all about. Woo! I'd like to dedicate it to Hawaii and Alaska. Hey, and Puerto Rico. Hey, and Washington, D.C. Need to make it 52, baby. Florida shakes with the mystery of numbers. Panhandle cooking that roadkill wing. Texas drink from 1100 Spring. The Cottonmouth and the Copperhead are king. Cottonmouth and the Copperhead are king, yeah. Woo! All right. Do it, do it, do it, do it, yeah. Woo! Nebraska ask you if you're up to the task. A corn in the basket, what you gonna say? Yeah. California likes to kill their governors in a pool of blood on a superhighway. A pool of blood on a superhighway. Yeah. Montana's cold at the titties on the witches. Freeze your fine hands in your britches too, yeah. Minnesota are melting in the summer. Louisiana ditches just another bayou. Louisiana ditches just another bayou. Hey, Louisiana. Hey, Louisiana. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Calling you. Mississippi do, muggy in the summer and Christmas too, yeah. Oklahoma is a dirty red mean Native American slot machine. A Native American slot machine in Oklahoma. Woo! Yeah, Oklahoma. Hey. Yeah, Oklahoma. The dirty red dirt, dirty red dirt, dirty red, dirty red dirt, dirty red dirt, dirty red, dirty red dirt. Woo! In South Carolina, I learned to preach. Arkansas. I'm married tomorrow when I got to Utah. I'm married tomorrow when I got to Utah, yeah. They was pretty. Woo. From Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City. Tennessee, Vermont, Delaware, and Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Wyoming, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, Arizona, North Carolina, Michigan, Maine, Maryland, Idaho, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Ohio, Nevada, Wisconsin, and Oregon, said now Kansas, Iowa, and Washington, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, North Dakota, South Dakota, Colorado, yeah. Wake up, lads, we're running late, racking my rig in the low 48. Wake up, lads, we're running late, rocking my rig in the low 48, rocking my rig in the low 48, yeah, the lower 48, 48, yeah, the lower 48, 48, 48, the lower 48, 48, 48, now, Lord 48, baby. All right. I learned a really good love song recently, man. Really beautiful love song. It's called All These Things. I'd like to dedicate to Sean and Nathaniel tonight. Touch of your lips makes me feel fine, gets me excited, makes me feel high. I've got it bad, but that's alright, long as you're near me. Every night, your love so warm and tender, the thrill is so divine. Yes, it's all these things that make when you started to go, I started to cry. I've got it bad, but that's alright, long as you're with me. Every night, your love so warm and tender, the thrill is so divine. Yes, it's all these things that make you mine. Oh, it's all these things that make you mine. Yes, it's all these things that make you mine. Oh yeah, beautiful song. Doop 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 go well, doop 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 go well, doop 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 go well, doop 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 go well, doop 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 go well, doop 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 go well. As I walk through this world, nothing can stop the Duke of Earl. You are my girl, nothing can hurt you now. Oh no, because I'm gonna love you. Oh no, come on, let me hold you now. 'Cause I'm the Duke of Earl. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And when I hold you, you'll be my Duchess of Earl. We'll walk through my dukedom and a paradise we will share. Because I'm gonna love you. Oh no, nothing can stop me now. 'Cause I'm the Duke of Earl. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. I said, Duke, 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 Duke of Earl, Duke, Duke, Duke of Earl, Duke, Duke, Duke of Earl, Duke, 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 Duke of Earl, Duke, Duke, Duke of Earl, Duke, Duke, Duke of Earl, Duke. Oh, I'm gonna love you. Oh no, nothing can stop me now. 'Cause I'm the Duke of Earl. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I'm gonna love you. Oh no, nothing can stop me now. 'Cause I'm the Duke of Earl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Gene Chandler song, ladies and gentlemen. Gene Chandler. Man, oh man. Love that song. I've been obsessed with that song for like, I don't know, feels like 3 or 4 weeks now. I've been singing that song every day. I walk around the house. I'm sure my family's really getting sick of hearing Duke of Earl. But I'm not. No, I'm not getting sick of it. Here's another song I've been obsessed with lately. By the late, great Stephen Fromholtz, the poet laureate of Texas. He was a great songwriter, influenced many of us. A song of his called Bears. Some folks say there ain't no bears in Arkansas. Some folks never seen a bear at all. Some folks say bears go around eating babies raw. Some folks got a bear living across the hall. Some folks say bears go around smelling bad. Some say that the bears are honey sweet. Some folks say this bear's the best they've ever had. Some folks got bear beneath their feet. What'd he say? He said, some folks got bear beneath their feet. That's right. Some folks drive the bears out of the wilderness. Some to see a bear would pay the fee. Me, I just bear up my bewildered best. Some folks, they even see a bear in me. I said some folks drive the bears out of the wilderness. Some to see a bear would pay the fee. Me, I just bear up my bewildered best. Some folks even see a bear in me. What I say? I say some folks even see a bear in me. Woo. I like that suit. I'm gonna get a suit just like that. Take them out to lunch with you. And even though your friends may stop and stare, just remember that's a bear there in the bunch with you. And they just don't come no better than a bear. Yeah, if you see a bear, take them out to lunch with you. And even though your friends may stop and stare, just remember that's a bear there in the bunch with you. And they just don't come no better than a bear. Oh, they just don't come no better than a bear. Oh, they just don't come no better. Yeah, they just don't come no better. And they just don't come no better than a bear. Oh, they just don't. No, they just don't. No, they just don't. Than a bear. Oh yeah, what a great song, man.
Hey, that was awesome.
I love that song.
Epic.
What's up, Carrie?
How we coming?
All right. You want some more?
Yeah, we're coming along. Let's go on. Can we got time for another one there?
One more? Or I can stop right now. You tell me.
No.
At your beck and call, sir.
No, let's
Encore.
Okay.
Encore.
All right, this is a good one. Y'all like this one. This is a mashup of several songs. Little gospel songs, various gospel songs. Hopefully you get Nathaniel out. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed. Oh, when it washed. When Jesus washed. He washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed. Oh, when it washed. When Jesus washed. He washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. He taught me how to walk, fight and pray, and live rejoicing. Every day, I really want to see you. I really want to be with you. I really want to see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. I really want to know you. I really want to go with you. I really want to show you, Lord, that it won't take long, my Lord. Yes, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Doo-lang, doo-lang, doo-lang. Doo-lang, doo-lang. He's so fine. Doo-lang, doo-lang. Wish he were mine. Doo-lang, doo-lang. That handsome boy over there, the one with the wavy hair. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna make him mine. Be the envy of all the girls. It's just a matter of time, my Lord. Yes, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Oh, oh, my Lord. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Yeah, it's a happy day. Oh, it's a happy day. It's a happy day. Yeah, yeah. It's a happy day. It's a happy day. Oh, happy day. Right now.
Yeah. Woohoo. Thank you so much, Kevin.
My
Yes.
pleasure. Thank you for having me again.
Way to end the night.
We are so lucky to have connected with you. And again, I just, you know, we can't wait to meet you in person. We're gonna have an Envoy get together. It's gonna probably be Austin or Nashville, maybe this coming fall. What, you know, when
Okay.
this, and
I will be up around Nashville a couple times this fall, so I'll
Really?
let you know my whereabouts, when and where. Maybe
cool.
we hook up.
Well, if we, yeah, in fact, you know, I mean, if you're game, we definitely we'll you
That'd be
know
so much fun.
plan it based on when you're around. And
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, we're going to be up there for Merle Fest in the fall, and then again for the Americana conference. So
Nice.
very cool. Well, Jessie couldn't be here tonight, and she sends her best, and is always, she loves what you do, and
Oh, yeah.
so I know she missed. In fact, you know what? She's you know, like so many people, we got that kind of liberation breath of fresh air right now, and she just bought a car, and she
Wow.
and her sweetie hopped in it, and they took off for New Orleans, and then they're coming to Austin right after that. So,
Oh, cool. All right.
so keep your eyes open. You might.
Yeah, I will. I will. Look, that's a great. That sounds like a good time going to New Orleans and then Austin.
Exactly. It makes me want to get in my car and
Yeah, me
take
too.
off too. Well, thanks again, Kevin. And
Yes, my
and
pleasure. Thank you.
we will definitely catch you down the road and keep you up to date with what's going on.
Yeah, please do.
And Kari,
Yes.
you want to wrap it up for us?
Sure. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you again, Kevin. Thank you, Sue, for creating this masterpiece. Once it is finished, I would love to, you can email it or whatever, and we'll blast it on social media, or share, if you're going to put it on social media, share the link with us so we can blast it everywhere, because I would love to see this finished piece, because it's really speaking to me, watching you go through the whole process and your explanation. And we're also going to be hanging out with you, right, on May 16th.
We are.
Yes.
We're gonna learn some more about dots of prayer or intention.
Yes.
And ways to up-level the energy in our postcards.
I'm so excited for that. I think that's pretty incredible. So if you go to our envoysforhumanity.org/postcarding page, we have a link there to our Mobilize, and we also have a calendar. And so you can sign up there, and we'll be hanging out for Envoys Artful Hour with Sue Boardman, and I'm very excited. I can't wait for that. So thank you for joining us tonight, and looking forward to hanging out with you next month also.
Well, and I want to thank you guys on behalf of my granddaughters, who are 11 and 13. And we hadn't seen them in almost a year and a half because of the pandemic. And they were here for their spring break, which was right at the time I was finishing up the Karen Carter Peterson postcards.
Yeah.
And they wanted to know what I was doing. And I explained it. And it's like, can we do it too?
Yay.
It's like, yes, you can.
Oh my gosh, we have so many young activists that have been writing postcards with us past election cycle, and recently, even if they were too young to write the postcards, they were making art, and then we were sending those out to voters. And anytime we can do any kind of personal touch to these postcards,
Yes.
it has an effect on people. It's not that glossy, mass-produced thing that you get in the mail and you glance at and you toss. This is something that
Exactly.
you can tell heart has backed up these words and the art that's on there. So I love those stories. That's wonderful. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I do too. My own little.
On our behalf, thank you so much. And thank you for being such a
my little one said, Grammy, we're changing the world. And it's like, yes.
Kids watch what we do. Kids listen to what we say. And so if we can be a great example of how people coming together, even if it's all over the country, coming together, writing postcards, or whatever it is that we're doing, the kids are watching and they're learning from us and mimicking our behaviors. And so it's so important, especially with this past year of endless frustrations, to really be mindful of how we present ourselves to our kids that are just watching us like hawks and emulating what we do. So perfect.
Yeah.
That's so, thank you
For
so
sure.
much.
Thank you so much for having me. This was great.
Yes,
And,
it was
what a
such great
bonus that
night.
you're, it's
So
such
thank you everybody for joining us. So remember that we have important writing to still do. We're kind of right now working on things that we, different campaigns that we usually haven't worked on. I am so over the moon, and I know Scott is, to be able to start doing some work in the criminal justice reform platform and area. We have been talking about getting into that for a long time. So if you go to our website, and I'm working right now, it's pretty much officially live right now, almost. If you go and go to our website, envoysforhumanity.org/postcarding, that will give you the information to write to our senators to make sure that we get that must pass legislation through for the People Act, and making sure that we can get rid of all this rampant voter suppression that's happening within these state legislatures. This will set basic minimums at the federal level that these states have to follow. So it would quash all of these terrible bills that are going through right now. So if we can get this through, one fell swoop will get rid of so many of those bills that are happening at the state level. So it's important. We can't accomplish anything else if we can't vote easily without barriers, and especially people, certain communities, people of color, that they're trying to count out and make it hard so they give up, and that can't happen, and we lose our democracy. And then also supporting Nathaniel, we're writing to the board. That is also going to be live, hopefully in the next few minutes after we get off of this event. So share envoysforhumanity.org/postcarding and share it with your friends and your family, get them involved in letter writing, and let's help make change by working together. So thank you so much for joining us. We will be here again next month. We do Zocalo Zooms every fourth Tuesday of the month. And so it looks excited to meet you guys back here on this platform in a month. So thank you guys, everybody. Have a great night.